Fozia with Kudos, and I just wanted to check in with you and see how you are doing. Today we are going to spend a few minutes together here on my front porch as I practice social distancing, and we're going to spend some time together talking about mindfulness and how mindfulness can help us during this uncertain and challenging time. Now, before we go into this definition of mindfulness, I wanted us to spend a few minutes talking about our imagination. We all have an imagination, and it can be very powerful. Our imagination can help us to solve problems, to visualize and achieve our goals. We can transport ourselves to a beautiful beach far away, or become Cinderella or Prince Charming for a moment. However, sometimes we can imagine things that make us feel anxious and sad. For example, you are invited to a virtual Zoom party with your friends, and it hasn't even started yet, but your mind has taken you into a faraway place and has told you that no one is going to speak to you, and you won't have anything important to say, and it's going to be really uncomfortable. And so you decide not to join. So while our imagination is a very powerful thing, it can sometimes take over our thoughts and our emotions, and it can prevent us from doing things that we really want to do. So mindfulness, on the other hand, is coming back from future imagination into the present moment. And mindfulness is like an exciting inner superpower that can help us to feel brave and smart and kind and strong. Because this moment is the only moment that really counts. This moment. This moment. So mindfulness is about paying attention on purpose to this moment without judgment. It's about developing the habit of intentional awareness. And the more that we practice, like anything we do, the better we get at doing it. So together, we are going to explore 3 areas of mindfulness. There are so many different areas that we could go into, but for this short video, we're going to go into 3. Mindful breathing, mindfulness of our emotions, and mindful eating. Okay, so we're back inside where it's a little quieter, and we're going to start with practicing mindful breathing. Now, of course, we're breathing all the time, but when we are practicing mindful breathing, we are really paying attention to our breath as it enters and leaves our body. And there are so many benefits to mindful breathing. For example, it really helps to reduce our stress and regulate our body and help us to feel much calmer and more in control of our emotions. There's so many different breathing techniques out there, but today we're going to keep it really simple, and we're going to practice belly breathing. So we're going to take one hand and put it on our chest and the other hand on our tummy. And as we take 3 breaths in and out, so in through our nose and out through our mouth, we're just going to really pay attention to our breath. You can close your eyes or you can keep them open, whatever helps you to concentrate. And I want you to imagine that as you take that deep breath in, it's as if it's a balloon inside you. Your entire body and lungs are expanding with air. And then when you exhale, all of that air now comes out. So let's try that together. In belly breathing, it is important that your belly is moving as you are breathing. If you do not feel the movement in your belly, then the breath is too shallow. So as your breath flows in, Feel it move down into your belly and expand your belly. And as your breath flows out on the exhale, let your belly be effortless as it empties again. So let's do this together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. How are you feeling? If it feels good, you can pause the video and keep on practicing a few more belly breaths. Mindful breathing reflections. Have you tried mindful breathing? How did mindful belly breathing make you feel? Is there a certain time of the day that you could try to practice mindful breathing? Okay, we're now going to spend some time talking about mindfulness of emotions. Now, with everything that's going on around the world and having to be in self-isolation, many of us are feeling a range of emotions, and those include anxiety, fear, frustration, loneliness, depression. And I know there's many times that we're told to suppress those emotions. We feel that we can't show those emotions. But the truth is that every time we hold back on feeling those emotions, they just come back next time even bigger. So mindfulness of emotions is about standing back, understanding those emotions and accepting them. The Gottman Institute has an excellent 6-step process to mindfully deal with difficult emotions. And I'd like us to take a moment to go through these 6 steps. The first step is turning towards your emotions with acceptance. The second step is to identify and label the emotion. And I think this one is a very important one. And language plays a huge role in this one. Instead of saying, I am angry, or I am frustrated, or I am anxious, what if we said, this is anger, this is anxiety, this is frustration? Because we are then detaching from that emotion. You're not saying, I am the emotion. You're saying, I have this emotion right now, and it will pass. It doesn't define who you are. It's just an emotion that is temporary that you are feeling in the moment. Step 3 is to accept those emotions. Accept them with compassion, with awareness and understanding. Step 4 is realize the impermanence of your emotions. They won't last forever and they will pass. So it's important for us to just sit with it and allow it to pass. Step 5 is to inquire and investigate. So once we're feeling a little calmer and more in control, we can then think back. What was the trigger? Why did I get so upset? And perhaps by doing that when we're calmer, it will help us next time to manage our emotions. And the final step is to let go of the need to control the emotion. This is taken from the book Superpowered by Rini Jain and Dr. Shefali Sabari that will be coming out in the fall. Repeat after me. I am powerful. My thoughts don't make me who I am. I choose my actions. I don't believe everything I think. My feelings come and go. I am love. Mindfulness of Emotions Reflections. What helps you in the moment when you are experiencing a big emotion? Explore the difference between I am angry and I feel anger. Once you are calm again, do you go back and try to understand why you had a big emotion? Now we are going to try mindful eating. How many of you really take the time to chew your food and savor and enjoy every bite? Even when you drink tea, for example, do you spend the time to feel the warmth of the cup in your hands and enjoy taking that sip of tea and feeling it go down your throat and into your body? That's what mindful eating and drinking is all about. Did you know that we're supposed to chew our food at least 32 times? How many of us do that? I know when I'm in a rush, I'm just eating food for the sake of eating, so I know that I won't have a tummy ache later, but I'm not really taking the time to taste the food. So I challenge all of us to try just that. And so we'll try this today. I'm going to try it with a raisin, but you can really try this with any food at all. But the idea is to take a raisin or any other food that you want and to really just take a moment to taste the raisin before you even start to chew it. Put it in your mouth and just spend some time feeling what it's like in your mouth. Notice what it feels like. What does it taste? And then start chewing it very nice and slowly. I've never enjoyed a raisin this much. And after chewing it for a little while, we're going to slowly swallow it so that we can feel it going down our throat. If you're just watching this, I challenge you to pause this video for a moment and go and try it. And perhaps at your next meal, to really focus on the food that's in front of you, no TV, no screens, and just really spend time enjoying the meal that's in front of you, giving gratitude for that meal, and savoring the taste of every bite of your food. Mindful eating reflections. When you are eating your favorite food, do you like to eat it quickly or savor every bite? Which meal of the day could you try to eat more mindfully? Thank you so much for watching this video, and I challenge you to try out one of these mindfulness techniques and let me know how it makes you feel to be in the present moment. Take care and bye for now.